Yo guys, all right. So everyone appreciates good work. Like when someone has through sincere effort achieved something beautiful or is demonstrating sincere effort, I think it's like a universal symbol of like, yeah, fuck yeah. And I've had mornings where I've been doing my stance practice in the park by the river near where I live. And there was this one time this older dude walked past, and I don't know if he knew my explanation for what I was doing and all that, but he could see that I was trying, and he just said, "Good on you, mate, you're doing really well." And I almost fucking cried. I was like, wow, thank you. There's other times when I've been standing on this little concrete patch amongst the grass by the river, which is my usual practice spot, where, you just show up there every morning and you do your thing. And it's like people kind of just float by because you're so still and you're so immersed in what you're doing. You're so focused on what you're doing. People just float by, and it's like they're never judging you. That they sort of can tell that you're really focused, and it makes them interested. Makes people interested. You can see, in the brief moments when I've been distracted by onlookers, I'm like, oh yeah, they're actually sort of interested in what I'm doing. And I've had animals kind of come up close, and I've had people come up and start conversations, and seen other people start moving nearby. And it's like there's this energy of like sincere work, gung fu, like this application of practice, which it doesn't matter what it is. You could be knitting a jumper, you could be writing a book, you could be practicing handstands, training a dog. Like, people appreciate that shit because they know that that's where the real energy and the real currency is. That's where the value is. And then, through money, we exchange this notation of value, and we share our appreciation through that common form of exchange. But really, the value is in the doing. And so the more you lean into this, the more you become open to ways of living which are more based around the recognition of merit and the exchange of innate value, which it comes in the form of skill and practice. An example is like, I've had people reach out to me about my training program who are other teachers, and offer me exchanges, various types of exchange and sort of bartering. And it's like, that's an interesting way to look at things. The idea that, hey, I'm really in a process that is really fruitful for me and really valuable. And I can see that you are too, and you've got something that I don't have that I want to know. And I wonder if we could exchange. It's a cool way of looking at things. You got to be willing to hear a no as well, because, we don't all want everything all of the time. But the point is, there can be this recognition of merit between people that creates an exchange of energy, and both people can benefit from that relationship in ways that you wouldn't ordinarily think of. A story I love to tell about the sincerity of being and of practice and of knowledge is when I went to a hardware store and I was looking for a particular jigsaw blade, and this guy helped me who worked there, and he had so much love for the process of helping and for helping me find this part. And I could tell that had come from a sort of a kung fu, a practice, a sincere application. He knew that there was joy in helping someone out, truly helping someone out, and that became his work. That became, that was the meaning underneath his work. It wasn't that he was just there taking his whatever $30 an hour pay. He was like, it's really there for people. So there's value in this. That's all I'm trying to say. And I think this is maybe the most valuable thing. Like, I think it's where everything starts. I've always had this romantic idea of being like the guy who rocks up to the same spot every morning and does their practice every morning, and just people walk past. And I've kind of wanted to become a feature in the town, or a piece of furniture in a sense, that is known. Oh, that's the guy who does his standing. Oh, that's the guy who practices handstands in that spot every morning. Because this is how we develop relationships too. We, through the familiar parts of our day-to-day actions and errands, the paths we walk through town or whatever, we get to know certain people. Oh, that's that guy, that's that guy. And there's a familiarity and a respect when people show up for what it is that they do, and they do it well consistently. And over time, sometimes that respect can build before you even know what it is they're doing. So by the time you have a conversation about what it is they do, about who they are, you already have this respect because you already know that there is like a sincerity or a genuineness there. And then you just get to work. If you want to exchange or share something or teach something or learn something or, invite a friendship, you can. So that's the power of these staying practices, this consistency. A lot of people see consistency as this really like hard work type thing. Maybe that's just my projection of it. But really it's just about, taking account. Where's so-and-so? What's the river doing today? What's the weather doing today? Where's the dude with the cowboy hat and the poncho who drinks his coffee at that place and crosses his legs on the chair and looks like he's meditating? Where's that annoying dog this morning? The pleasures of life. And they only come through repetition. It's only through stillness and repetition and holding a position and staying in that position when you can actually witness the wonderful change and the wonderful rhythms that are always playing in life. And sometimes when you are constantly moving, constantly running around, and you're not in the same place for any number of days, you don't get to witness those rhythms in the same way. And there's many ways to live. The nomadic way is beautiful too, having every day be different, but I think rhythms are really healthy. Rhythms are really generative. Rhythms form a good baseline. They form a foundation for things to bloom and to grow. So it's important to have them. And that's my video for today. Hope you're well. Speak to you soon.